What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of My Team Career Mode. Today, we are here at this French Grand Prix for the start of this new race. So, if you guys missed the previous episode at Austria, do check that one out as it was quite a brilliant race. And today, now we are doing some practice sessions so that we can get some much needed R&D points so that we can improve our car. And once we improve our car, we will be at least able to get out of that back marker zone which we are currently at. We are just trying to gain as many positions as we can in this season so that we can at least gain some sponsorship amount so that we can improve our facilities, and also we can get some better driver in the upcoming season, as it will be a dry race in this French Grand Prix today. So it is no worries to go for the wet setup, and currently we are just adjusting our setup so that we can gain some much needed time here at Le Castellet. And right now we are at just at this final corner of the first banker lap. We are just going to set, so it is going to be difficult outing here at the French Grand Prix because our car is very draggy in the straights, and as you know, the French Grand Prix, the straights are quite long. And so here in the second push lap we are just sending it absolute send and just hitting the curve. But yeah, we we did a spinella because obviously that curve just unsettled our car and we lost quite a momentum, and the rear wheel went for a spin. So we finish not quite the way we wanted to, but still it is a decent Q1 session, and hopefully we'll be able to capitalize on these places in the race itself, as Charles Leclerc, Verstappen and George Russell are in the top 3 position and we are at P14. So we gain some positions due to the engine penalty, and let's see what we can do, as it is fire red lights and away we go for the start of the French Grand Prix. And as you can see here, Guan Yu Zhou just overtakes us. So it was a brilliant start from the Aston Martin guy, as right now we are at P16 and we just go around the outside of our teammate and we're just trying to make this move stick. And as you can see, there are cars going side by side along this straight, and obviously the circuit is difficult because one turn leads to another. So if you mess up the one turn, it will cause you to lose the momentum while going into the second turn. So it is a challenging circuit, and it is also very mechanical grip dependent. So the tire wear is also going to be an issue here at the Le Castellet. And here Alex Albon overtakes us. So the Williams is still a faster car in the straight line, and we almost crashed into the back of Albon. So it was a lucky miss. And right now Albon is right behind our gearbox and we are just trying to use our ERS, but we thought better of it because instead of just using our ERS we can just save it, because we are already quite slow in the straight line and the ERS will not be of much use if we just use it in the first lap itself. So at the end of first lap, you can see at this ultimate corner we just go down the inside of Albon and just claim the position of P18. So it was a good overtake and Albon just left the gap which we used, and it is, I think, going to be a theme of this race because we are going to sense some opportunity where we can make some moves. And here you can see at this left right chicane we just leave enough of space, but we also get a tank slapper which enables Albon to try to overtake us, but he couldn't, as we had to place the car right at this apex of the corner. And now you can see Schwartzman overtakes us. So we are just fighting wheel to wheel at going at the seam corner, and Schwartzman just overtakes us, but we are thinking of going down the inside of this right corner and we just overtake him. So it was a brilliant drive from us, as we were just trying to control our position of P18. And in the lap 3 you can see there is a yellow flag, so I think some car has got DNF'd. So who can it be? Yes, it is Checo Perez. So Checo Perez is out of this session because of an engine issue. So the Red Bull engine is still having some reliability issues in the season 2 of My Team Career Mode, as Robert Schwartzman overtakes us and he places the car beautifully at the apex of the corner and we just couldn't overtake him, and he also is quite slow at the corner. Maybe Schwartzman is backing us up along the back of the grid because he's just parking the car at the apex and which is making us difficult to overtake him. So right now we just go down the inside of Schwartzman at the lap 3, and in the lap 5 you can see there is another yellow flag. So either it is a spin or no, it is Lando Norris who is out of the session. So the McLaren is also suffering from reliability issues, and it is a difficult day from the Lando Norris because in the Austrian Grand Prix also he had some issues. So maybe that is one of the reasons why Lando Norris is down on focus in the season 2 of My Team Career Mode. And here you can see Alex Albon was just trying to overtake us around the first corner, but we just shut the door, absolute shut, because we are just trying to defend our positions and Alex Albon couldn't overtake us. So let's see what this race unfolds here at the lap 9 itself. So we are 1/3 of the distance of the total race. So now our tire wear is kicking in because we are in the medium tires, and I was thinking of doing an undercut. because doing an overcut is not successful in this game, as we have seen in the season 1 of my team. And here Alex Albon overtakes us and he just places the car beautifully, and I thought we just lose our front wing because we were so close to his diffuser. I was just very skeptical. You can see how much close we were, and yeah, that was a heart in the mouth moment for me. But we had a slight bit of damage to the left front wing. Hopefully, that will not cause much of an issue in the coming laps of this Grand Prix. And Alex Albon is just in front of us, but he's having the straight line speed. But in the corners, you can see he's just struggling. So maybe he's also suffering from tire wear, and we get the DRS from Alex Albon. But the thing is that though he's fast in the straights, but in the corners he's just stopping the progress of us. So you can see he is just parking the car at the apex, which is not enabling us to overtake him. And we are also low on the ERS. We are just 11% on the ERS, and we couldn't use our DRS much further because otherwise it will lead to loss in the straight line speed. So again, here at the lap 11, I was thinking of going down the inside at this final corner, and we make the move stick. We did not have much contact and it was a clean move. And because I was thinking of going for an undercut at the end of this lap, so but still you can see that Williams has a strong straight line speed, so he just overtakes us at the straight, and he also cuts back to the apex of the first corner, and we had a slight bit of contact with the diffuser of Albon. So it is quite a difficult race for us, as our rival, or maybe our rival in the constructors, the Williams, is just playing or making it hard for us to overtake him. So we are just going down the inside of this right-hander, and one right-hander leads to another. So Alex Albon just lost some momentum there and he couldn't overtake us. But again, you can see he got the DRS and he just overtakes us in this Mistral straight. So yeah, I think we need to upgrade our engine, and we also need to reduce the drag component of our car, because that is what is making us suffer in this straight line. And France is having some 3 or 4 multiple straights, so a straight line speed is very much necessary, as I was thinking of doing whatever Alex Albon does. So at the end of lap 12 he goes into the pits and I also follow him. So we just put on our pit limiter, and we are at 48% of tire wear, which is significant because the medium tires have quite a low durability. And so we are just hoping to undercut our competitors and gain some advantage in the coming laps of the race, as we put on our hard tires. And now we are just behind Albon, and we gain some time in the pits, but here again at the end of the pit lane you can see Albon just goes past us because he's not having the cold tires like us. So we had to adjust some wheel spin, which made us lose some time in the pits. And as you can see, some of our competitors are going into the pits at the end of lap 14, and again at the lap 15 also Guan Yu Zhou is in the pits. So we are now at net P9 position, and whatever Alex Albon does and whatever Ocon, who is just behind us, you can see here from his POV, he's just trying to go down the inside and he makes the move stick. So it is quite a good move from the Alpine guy, and we are just trying to send one down the inside, but we couldn't as our tires got locked up. So our rear tires got locked up and we couldn't make the move stick, and Ocon just tried to pull away from us. So obviously it is the home Grand Prix of Ocon, so he will be determined to prove a thing or two to this home crowd, and probably may also get the driver of the day. So we will have to look out for that. And as you can see here in the end of lap 23, we were almost close to overtaking Albon, but we couldn't. But we still get the DRS, but it is not sufficient enough to overtake Ocon, because the Alpine is obviously a superior car to us compared in the R&D chart. So we couldn't make the overtake, but our engineer told that Alex Albon is suffering from some mechanical issue, so his car is going to be slow. So at this final lap of the Le Castellet Grand Prix, we are just behind of Alex Albon, and he's just going too slow. And I was thinking of going down the straight, but we couldn't gain. But because despite him having some mechanical issues, he's having some good straight line speed. So we have to be careful, and we are trying to send one down the inside at this left-right chicane, but we couldn't, as Charles Leclerc gets the fastest lap, and he wins the French Grand Prix. So GG's to Ferrari and Charles Leclerc, as a wonderful race from them. And now you can see here at the scene corner, we are just trying to go down the inside at this right-hander, and we are just waiting for the right moment, because obviously our straight line speed is low, so we have to overtake Albon at the corners only. And here you can see at this right-hander, we just go down the inside and send one, absolute send. So we send one down the inside of Albon, and we just overtake him here at the Le Castellet circuit. And that is our race. We finish in P9, so it was a good recovery drive from us, as homeboy Esteban Ocon gets the driver of the day. as Charles Leclerc, Verstappen, and George Russell gets the podium, and we finish in P9 as the two French guys of Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon are just right in front of us. And our teammate had a disappointing race because he started in P19 and finished also in P19. Charles Leclerc takes the lead and he improves his lead further from Verstappen and Carlos Sainz, as Ferrari are still leading the championship by a comfortable margin from Red Bull, and Mercedes are definitely catching up in the season 2 of my team, as we get some rivalry points from our rival Lance Stroll, but we lose on some points from the sponsorships because we cut one corner. So we also do some team activities so that we can gain some much needed confidence in the upcoming race, which will be at the Belgium Grand Prix. And we also change some engine components because we want to have some full engine power at the Belgium circuit, because it is obviously a power circuit. So here we start the season break, and we also deal with some issue at the press. I think we will just deny. I don't know what this will do, but I was thinking of denying whatever this marketing department event is. So, and we also get some Renault power engine upgrades from our Renault supplier. So this was about the French Grand Prix, and thank you guys for watching this video, and do subscribe this channel for daily F1 22 content, and we will see you again in the next video, which will be at the Belgium Grand Prix. So till then, peace.